Hey everybody, Josh here with Mentor Public Library and yet another installment of Artpocalypse, our weekly arts and crafts video series. Here to show you guys something cool, so let's get started. Okay gang, so for today's craft, I'm going to show you guys a science experiment. We're going to build something called an anemometer. That's just a fancy word for something that measures the speed of wind. So for this one, you're just going to need 5 Dixie cups, 2 straws, a pencil, a thumbtack, and a hole punch. So to get started, take one of the cups and punch 4 holes in it, kind of in a square shape around, just below the rim of the cup. Can you see that? So I'm going to do this carefully. As I say in virtually every video, this doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to try to get it symmetrical. So, because your cross beams are going to go through here, which we'll do now. So you take your straws and push those through on opposite sides, so it makes an X. And then you can set that to the side. Then with the other 4 cups, what you're going to want to do is punch 2 holes kind of adjacent to each other, like so. So we're going to do that on the other 3, okay? So now that you have all those, you're going to take your cups and you're going to put the straw through both of those holes. Hopefully. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Like so. And then you're just going to do that with the other 3, but you're going to want to make sure that the orientation of the cups is always facing the same way, so that the wind is going to catch inside the cup here. So you're going to want to have it facing this way and all the way around. So that's the base of it. And then what you're going to want to do, take your pencil. Oh, mine's not sharpened. I need something else. I'll use a screwdriver. So take something pointy. Hopefully your pencil's sharpened. Mine's not. You're going to poke a hole in the bottom of the cup. And then you can use the pencil to make a hole as wide as the pencil and then kind of like jiggle it around so it's a little loose. And then take the eraser side and put it through so that it comes up against the cups. Alright. So now that you're at this point, carefully take your thumbtack. And you can see what I'm about to do here with the eraser between the 2 straws. You're going to want to push the thumbtack into the straws and then into the eraser. Hopefully. This part's a little tricky. I messed around with this earlier, and this was the hardest part for some reason. It doesn't want to always stay in the eraser. So there we go. Completed anemometer. If you push it, if it doesn't freely start to spin, you're going to want to twist that thumbtack, because that'll pull it up a little bit from the eraser, because you want it to freely move. So when it catches the wind, it's going to move around like this. So let me go get near a fan and we will try this out. Okay, so once you have your anemometer completed, you can go outside with it if it's a windy day and hold it up, or you can sit near a fan and then you can do some math and figure out how your anemometer, or how fast your fan is going using your anemometer. So you just hold it up toward it. I gotta catch a current here. There we go. Okay, so see how that's spinning? What you're going to want to do is mark on one of the cups with like a marker or a piece of tape or something, because you're going to want to keep an eye on one of them, and you count, like this is facing me, you count how many times this revolves back towards you in 15 seconds, and then you multiply that by 4, and that'll be revolutions per minute, right? So you can see how that's spinning. You're going to keep an eye on one of the cups and then go for 15 seconds. To do miles per hour, it's a little tricky. I made a little cheat sheet. If you followed along with me and the Dixie cups and stuff, yours should be about 9 inches across, which is 0.75 feet, which then comes to 0.000142 of miles. So then for miles per hour, you're going to count how many times, like I said, this spins around in 15 seconds, multiply by 4, and then multiply that by that bottom number, that 0.000142, and then you're going to multiply that by 60 to get to an hour. And that'll be how fast your fan is going. And mine, when I did the math, is running at 0.6 miles per hour. So that's pretty cool. And you can do that outside. You just sit with it and do the same thing, and you can figure out how fast the wind is moving, which I think is pretty neat.